Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, I am still on my little photo book series here. I'm working on the inside back cover and I have decided to make a belly band. So I'm using this beautiful Stamperia paper, which I love, love, love. And I want a little room behind this belly band. So I'm going to use some of this foam tape um, to raise this up just a little bit. And because I don't always trust it to stick forever, I just add a little extra glue to it. It is sticky, but I add just a little extra just to make sure it stays where it's supposed to. Um, through years of use. All right, we got a little piece of glue hanging there. Okay, so I'm going to, and I'm putting it pretty close to the edge so that I can get something inside of it. All right, so let's peel that off, and I'm going to add just a little more glue, just a few dots there to that sticky side. All right, now, and I want this to go pretty much in the center. All right, I'm looking at it, and that looks pretty good. Boy, I got that close to the edge there. All right, so I'm going to glue that in. Now, this envelope came from the paper pad too, and I just think it is so gorgeous. It's gorgeous on both sides, and I didn't want to glue it down and hide any of this beautiful paper. Stamperia is one of my favorite paper pads. So I want it to go in here, but you see why I wanted a little extra room there, because this I want to put photos in. I may put some loose photos in photo mats in here, or I could just put one photo, but I'm probably going to stack two or three in photo mats. So that gives me the room to do that. How pretty is that? Okay, so let's create some photo mats for the inside. So what you'll do is you will measure your envelope, and my envelope's like 5.5, so I'm going to make that 5 by 3.5. So 3.5 by 5, that's perfect size for photos. So let's make some photo mats. Okay, so I've got some cardboard here, and I'm going to round all the corners. Cardboard, cardstock, not cardboard, brown cardstock. And then I'm going to round the corners. Now what I did is I ended up cutting this at 3.5 by 5, and I cut the brown cardstock at 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So it's going to give me that little brown border around the edges. Okay, so I'm going to do that to all of these. Okay, so I've got my photo mats ready here, and I just left the back blank because I like to take a white, like a jelly roll pen, a white pen, and journal in white. So you could put your photos on the front here, and then I've got all this room here to write about the photo, what it was about, what was going on that day, anything, all that good stuff. So this is going to fit inside here, and I'm going to close this up. And I don't have to have a closure for that because it's going to fit. Now you can see how thick that is. That's why I'm glad I raised that up a little bit, because that fits pretty well. Let me see if it's pretty tight. I don't think it's going to fall out. If it does try to fall out, I'll put a little stopper, which actually let's just do that anyway, and then we'll be safe. So this is just a little paper button that I made a while back, and it's kind of flat, so that wouldn't be a very good stopper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it up. I'm going to tie through the little holes first, but then I'm going to raise it up. Okay, so I just have this little bit of jute string, and I've tied through the middle, through the little holes. And this is really just a decorative element. It's just for fun and decor. All right, I'm going to trim that. I'm going to trim that. Okay, now. So I want to raise it up, and I probably have these in dots somewhere, but I think they're packed away in my retreat bag, and so I'm going to make my own little dots if I can get them off the scissors now. Okay, and again, I'm going to add a little extra glue just so I don't have to worry about this coming off. And I'm hoping one set of dots will raise it up enough so that it'll catch that envelope. All right, come on now. All right, so I'm just putting these little dots on the back of my button. Like that. Okay, let's put this one over here. Yeah, I think 4 will get it. Okay, now I'm going to take the little backing off. Try to anyway. Take that one off and take that one off. Okay, and one was off already. Okay, and now I'm going to add a little dot of glue to make sure it stays. And I'm going to glue that down. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work as a stopper. So I'm just kind of looking at this, trying to center it here, which maybe right there. Let's see if this was, okay, good. All right, so I'm going to say that that is centered. I'm going to let it dry a little bit before I fuss with it too much. But just a little something, see, to stop that. See, it's catching right there. That way, when you pick the book up, it ain't going to fall out. Your envelope, it's not going to fall out. Okay, so now all we need is a few embellishments here, and this page will be done. Okay, so what I've done here is I punched out this, I used this punch right here, and I punched out a brown flower and then the pattern paper, and then I've got a little piece of lace here. I'm going to go right across the middle with this little piece of lace. I'm just creating a little embellishment. I like to make my own embellishments if I can. And then I've got this beautiful little cameo, and I'm going to put her right in the middle. Isn't she gorgeous? I know you probably can't see that, the bling, but it's got like little rhinestones all around it. It's so, so pretty. Love it, love it. Okay. Now, and so I put some lace across here, and these two flowers had pearls on the paper. They had pearls in the center, so I went ahead and put real pearls in the center. Yep, this is going to work very nicely. I'm just going to bend that edge up just a hair, just to make sure that always catches. All right, and then this little corner, I just want something, maybe just a, yep, maybe just that right there, just a little bit of lace. So I'm going to cut it at that angle. And I'm going to see where it meets over here. And I'm going to attempt to cut it at that angle, which I kind of missed. Let's try that again. Let's angle these two in. Okay, let's make this just a little bit sharper. All right, now, so as you can see, I work pretty quickly, but still, this book, oh my goodness, it's a major doing. These things you don't just pop them out in a day. I've been working on this for I don't know how long now. Little by little, here and there, I'll do a page a day if I can. Sometimes I can do 2 pages a day, but it's a lot. And you know, the video, you only see a portion of it. So, all right, now I may have to do something here, but I might just leave it alone. I think where this pearl trim is right here, I'm going to put some stickles Stickles takes a long time to dry, so I have a better idea. I've got this rhinestone chain. I don't want to cover up those pearls. They're so pretty, but maybe I could go right below there. Right about like that. All right, so I'm going to cut. I love these chains that you can cut them in half. Get it where you want it. Okay, now, so I'm just going to glue that, and I know that probably is not going to show up on camera the way it is, but it's has the Aurora Borealis finish to it, crystals, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And no, the camera don't show it near about as pretty as it really, really is. I've had these for so long, and I've never used them up, and I've used them a lot. Can't even remember where I got them. I ordered them somewhere online, but I just think they're so beautiful. All right, so I'm going to lay that little crystal line in the glue. Then I'm going to take both ends and I'm going to kind of pull, and that just straightens it out. At least it's supposed to. That's my story. Make sure that's straight. Okay, I'm going to pull again. All right. Line her up. You can take a straight edge, which might not be a bad idea, and make it line up. There we go. All right, now let's see if you can see that. Well, you don't really see all the bling on the camera, but it is spectacular. You'll have to take my word for it, I guess. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave this page alone. Well, I see one more thing. I'm fixing to leave this page alone. And that is one more little thing. This lace looks alone. So I'm going to give it one pearl right there in the center. Okay, I'm going to call this page finished. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you're enjoying this series. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.